Check. They say not caring what other people think comes with age, but I found a shortcut through a black hole. Relativity theory states that time dilates on its monstrous mouth. Take care. Teeter there and you'll be chewed like taffy, pulled in every direction. The gravity of their words will reduce you to wreckage. Just dive in, dear. Head first or toes, slip into your shadow. What can you see amidst the darkness? What can you hear amidst the silence? Supermassive and supercharged little lady, put the clock hands on your hips and shimmy forward by the light year, their voices muted by your vast expansion. High pressure and high heat little lady, if you're aiming for the stars, embark. Okay, thanks guys. Okay. I was feeling a little poetic earlier. That's a poem that I wrote during a time in my life where I chose to go down a path that was unexpected. And I knew that people were going to be a little bit wary of my decision. So I thought I would just start by diving in and telling you guys about my story. There it goes, on the floor. All right. When I was in my early 20s, I made a decision that pretty much bewildered everyone that knew me. Until that point, I was very academically driven. I was an intellectual. I was at my university. I had a full scholarship, like everything paid for. They even paid me a salary every month, which in the States, this is like crazy. And everyone thought that I was going to be this career woman and this girl boss. And, you know, I love a girl boss, but got to the end of my college career and I just felt really empty. I just didn't feel fulfilled. And I had gotten into grad school. I told them that I wanted to take a gap year. And they said, okay, no problem. We'll save your little spot. Just come back in a year. And I was like, yeah, I'll be back in a year. I told my mom and dad, love you. I'll be back in a year. Told all my friends, no worries, I'll be back in a year. And I never went back, baby. So I went to Spain and I started teaching English and I was living on a tiny island called Gran Canaria. So that was the first island that I fell in love with. Now I can say I have this thing for islands maybe. But I had the best time. And for the first moment in my life, I could think outside of the Western machine and my culture and my little bubble. And I realized that my insatiable gut feeling to explore the world wasn't for nothing because I was not meant to be a career woman at the end of the day. A creative career woman, yes. But anywho, it was in Spain that I first went to a music jam. I jammed with some strangers and I just was like, wow, this is fun, music, ooh, cool. And then in 2020, I somehow made my way over here to Bali. And as we all know, the pandemic struck, and all of us got our little pandemic projects, didn't we? Little hobbies that we just dove right into. And I also went to some music jams here in Bali, and one night, a guy told me, hey, you have a great voice, and I think you should try to write an original song. And it was an idea that had never occurred to me before. This was in 2020. And I never stopped. I've been writing songs ever since, and that guy became my longtime collaborator. And we wrote a whole album together, and I released that in 2021. It's called Lost and Found, which pretty much describes my whole journey. This whole thing of me traveling the last 7 years, I call it my noble quest for meaning, but my parents would call it the lost years. But it's fine, because it worked out. That's a bit of my story. But tonight's really, really meaningful to me, and I'm so thankful for you guys to be here. It's kind of like family time for me. There's I. Hi, come on in. Hey, hi, Karis. Yeah, come on in, guys. This is so meaningful to me, actually. This is only the second time I've ever performed by myself. And this is the first time that I've performed for so long. So it just means a lot to me that you guys would show up here to support me. And on that note, does anyone have any questions? I feel like I've been talking a lot. Can someone say something? How am I feeling? I feel really good, really, really good and thankful. Oh, that's true. Okay, in Sweden, I went on a search for the hottest Swedish man ever. No, I'm kidding. No, I just went there because, well, I am a multi-passionate person, as many of us in this room probably are. Like creative people, it's kind of hard for us to settle down on one passion. And at that point in my life, I decided that I wanted to be a plant-based chef, so I went to a culinary program in Sweden. And then that program matched me with an internship in Bali. So when I first came to Bali, I was working in the kitchen. And I was teaching cooking classes down in Canggu. And I don't know why I just got a country accent for a second. Down in Canggu. Okay. Thanks for making me laugh. All right. I think that's it for my story. This first song, I already kind of explained to some of you guys that I'm going to build the mood tonight. Like, I'm a big believer that a great performance starts with the moody, deep, sad songs, and then we climb the roller coaster together. And I'm going to end on a high note for you all. But we're going to start a little bit sad. And it's really hard for me to perform sad songs, honestly, because I think that you have to put yourself in a very vulnerable place. Does anyone else relate to that, like performing a sad song? Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want to perform it? So, okay. I'm a huge fan of Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know, does anyone know who that is? She's like kind of top 40 pop. She released this song recently called Scared of My Guitar. And I could not relate more to this song because what she's saying is she cannot hide from her guitar, like her emotions and what she's going through. And if she's in denial about something, going to her guitar to write a song brings it to the surface to where she can't look back. Like, once she realizes what's going on in her inner world, it's almost like propagating this change in her outer world that she can't take back. And I think that's so true. Like, sometimes I'll write a song and I'll be like, wow, I didn't even know I was feeling any of this. And something that came up for me 2 years ago was a song about how I needed to end my relationship. And I was in denial for so long. And I was just kind of pretending that it was going to work out. But I knew deep down that we weren't meant for each other. And that's what this song is about. It's called Pretending. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start over. There are things that I never speak out loud, so my ears can't detect the sound of words that hold the power to create a reality I'm not ready to face. And everything's alright, but whispers turn to bites. And everything's okay, but this feeling's here to stay. I wish I could refuse what my heart knows to be true. And that's why I keep praying from my head. are things that I never dare to say, so my mouth can detect the taste of everything that I refuse to swallow. All of the excuses I follow, and everything's alright, but whispers turn to bites. And everything's okay, but this feeling's here to stay. I wish I could refuse what my heart knows to be true, and that's why I keep praying from my head. I wish I could refuse what my heart knows to be true, and that's why I keep praying. Thank you. All right, I'm going to share another poem. And this one, I think I know it by memory, so I'm just going to try. Here we go. It's related to that story. Why do I keep a love expired? If only I were brave to pour what little remains down the kitchen drain. But I'm still here, licking the lid. Why do I keep so many lids to so many jars, with so many labels so hard to scrape off with my fingernails? But I would choose the cleanest one for you, my new firefly. But who's the captor? You or I? To contain or to be contained? Well, I've known both. I was best kept warm, and I was best kept choked. My jar chipped away until it broke. I don't like your hair that way. I think it's time for you to shave. I don't like your outfit. Go change. Change? Change. But I like you, Firefly. I like you a lot, and I don't want to spoil what we've got. Best we keep this study observational. No variables, no controls. Wear your favorite t-shirt with the ugly holes. I'll just take a note, because I like you this way. Will you stay? Because I like me this way. And I've kept so many lids to so many jars with so many labels so hard to scrape off with my fingernails.
We need some more vigorous clapping, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, so on that note, this song is called Stay. I resist, then kiss, I push, then pull. I'm breaking all my rules, so stay, stay, stay. Now we've met, time has been set. Wait and see, be patient, and please just stay. Stay, stay. And it's so cruel the way I kid myself. Can't love to the full, you know. The more I stay, the more I have to go. Can't stay, gotta leave gonna cheat this hurt unpaid. Better me than you abandoning. I'm afraid I just can't stay. I resist, then kiss, I push, then pull. I'm breaking all my rules, so stay, stay, stay. Now we've met, time has been set. Wait and see, be patient, and please just stay. Stay, stay. And it's so cruel the way I kid myself. Can't love to the full, you know. The more I stay, the more I have to go. Can't stay. Gotta leave before the reckoning. Gonna cheat this hurt unpaid. Better me than you abandoning. I'm afraid I just can't stay. Gotta leave before the reckoning. Gonna cheat this hurt unpaid. Better me than you abandoning. I'm afraid I just can't stay. I'm afraid I just can't stay. I'm afraid I just can't stay. Okay. Wow, I told you guys, these songs are really hard for me to sing. All right, what's next? Ooh, next on the agenda. Okay, we have to continue the story where I left off. So I ended up breaking up with that guy that was my co-collaborator for years. And it was super scary for me because not only was I losing someone that I deeply cared about, but I lost my music partner. So he's more of like the musical genius. Like he's so great at creating music, and then I was more like getting excited about the lyrical aspect and the storytelling aspect. So we complemented each other very, very well. I have to say, like, we worked very well together. But when we broke up, I had this whole crisis of like, oh my gosh, like, can I do this without him? I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm able to do this. And I knew that I wanted to continue, but I just had this huge self-limiting belief of like, oh, I can only do this with him. And thank God I have amazing friends that really like empowered me and told me to, try by myself. And so I'm so thankful for that. And also just for me to be up here alone tonight, like, I'm just so, I honestly don't think that if you asked me a year ago if I would be doing this tonight, if I would say yes. Like, I would have been like, no way. Like, I couldn't do it without him. So thank you again, guys, for being here. Like, it means so much to me. Okay, but as soon as the breakup happened, I was hot on the rebound, okay? Hot on the rebound, and I had this coworker at the time that suddenly was just irresistible. And yeah, he became my little project. And I've written many songs about him. So I'm going to start, though, with a poem that I wrote about him. And you know, like when you're hot on the rebound, you just get a little bit delusional. And I just want to say that now when I read this, it's funny. But at the time, like, I thought that this man was absolutely gorgeous. I think he just like really embodied like everything that I thought was cool. Like he was an artist, he was a ceramicist, which like love that when they're using their hands on the pottery and it's like, wow, okay. And I definitely like developed a small like hand fetish from this man, but it's fine. So I think I should just go into the poem. It's literally called Infatuation Poem. Okay. But if I could stop time, I'd wait for your laugh and press freeze. Safe. I'd take out my clipboard and scribble meticulously, tallying the freckles across your cheeks, drawing to scale the gap in your teeth, naming all the splotches in your eyes, sunbeams on a river, copper penny, saffron spice. Does your smile reach the corners and splash the former into radiance? Yes, I would tick a box and note the gradients. And when time suddenly resumes, how to tell you what this study concludes? That I see you and I know we're from the same spark. And that is how every wildfire starts. Wow. Wish I could say that that worked out. So that's the infatuation. That's the infatuation poem. Next is the infatuation song. So I wrote a song about this guy, and I mean, actually, the next 3 songs I wrote about this guy. Whoops. And he is what I would consider a wallflower. A wallflower is a term that we have in slang in English. And essentially, it's for a person. So a wallflower is someone that, like, in a social setting, they wouldn't really be, like, engaging with the crowd. They would be, like, sitting or leaning up against the wall and just observing. Kind of, like, mysterious, a little bit awkward, a little bit shy. This was, like, so my type back when I had my toxic traits, but not anymore. And so he was definitely a wallflower, like, very shy. And I was like, ooh, I just want to, like, know what's under there. I want to, like, understand this guy's story. So the song is called Wallflower. Can you guys say something? I feel like I'm just... Okay, thanks. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. Also, like, I wasn't asking for validation. Someone could have just been like, ew, and I would have been happy. Okay. Just being real. Okay. Oh, and sadly, my friend normally harmonizes this with me, but she's down bad. She's got dengue. So let's all take like a moment to send her some prayers. She's really sick right now. Hope you feel better, Nadia. Okay. All right. I've got a soft spot for your mystery. I wanna see all that's underneath. I got a soft spot for a wallflower, and we're talking for hours. Oh, I'm having trouble falling asleep again, 'cause I ain't counting sheep. No, I'm seeing you in my dreams again, 'cause I count the words I can't speak. I'm past the point of no return. You look at me, I lose my words. Hey, baby, falling for you. You've got that strange look in your eye where words unsaid tend to hide. Hey baby, hey maybe, do you want me to? Trouble falling asleep again, 'cause I ain't counting sheep. No, I'm seeing you in my dreams again, 'cause I count the words I can't speak. I'm past the point of no return. You look at me, I lose my words. Hey baby, hey maybe, I'm falling for you. You've got that strange look in your eye where words unsaid tend to hide. Hey baby, hey maybe, do you want me to? Thank you. I feel like all the little mess ups in that song were just like foreshadowing how it would go, like the actual situationship that we had. Okay, great. So that was song number 1 about, we'll call him the disappointing hipster, because later I have a song called Disappointing Hipster about that guy. Okay, but next I want to go into this other song called Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Okay, Manic Pixie Dream Girl. All right, last New Year's, I was in Nashville, and I went to a New Year's Eve party, and I met this guy there, and we struck a conversation up, and he was super awesome. And at one point, of course, I told him, like, yeah, I'm just visiting, I live in Bali. And he was like, what? That's so cool. Like, and later that night, he said to me, oh my God, you're such a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And at first, I was like, huh? What's that? And I was sus at that point. I was suspicious. I was like, this doesn't sound like it's actually a good thing. So I Googled it later. He meant it as a good thing, but let me explain. A Manic Pixie Dream Girl is a stock character that shows up in a lot of films and books, fictional character. And usually in the plot, there's this male protagonist, and he's a little bit depressed. He's a little bit dull, a little bit boring. He's having a hard time. And in the back of his mind, he's wishing, oh, I just wish that this dream girl could come in and change my life for the better. And usually she does. So the Manic Pixie Dream Girl enters the story, and she's this ray of sunshine, and man is like enamored by her. Wow, look at this amazing, eccentric, quirky, cool girl. She's so goofy. She doesn't care what anyone thinks. She's so different. But usually the Manic Pixie Dream Girl is, just a stock character. In the theme of the book or the movie, she only serves the man's ego, okay? And she's only serving him as he goes through his journey to become better. She's not really explored in her depth, like she's just a stock character, superficial. And so there's a lot of feminist criticism, of course. Love a feminist criticism. But anyway, I actually really relate to this. Not being a manic pixie dream girl, because I think I'm not, but I relate to that feeling of wanting to light up a man's world. Because I'm a little goofy, I'm a little weird, and sometimes I can say, as I told you, I love a wallflower, and sometimes I love to think of me being this like sunshine in the guy's life. And actually, though, this is not realistic because everyone's got issues and everyone has, there's this duality. I am that happy-go-lucky, optimistic girl, but I am also someone that has hard days and emotions that I want someone to be able to sit with me. So I wrote this song called Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Is everyone on the same page? Does everyone understand what a Manic Pixie Dream Girl is? Maybe I'll give you an example. Do you know the movie like 500 Days of Summer with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel? Zoe is such a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And they don't end up together because she has issues and he can't handle it. Anyway, shall we? Also, while I'm blabbering, I have this dream to one day write a musical. And I really think that this song could be in the musical. So, on that note. Jesus. All right, I'm trying to get comfortable. All right. A pretty pipe dream, whatever you need, I'll change my whole world to be your pixie dream girl. Constellations round my waist, I'm wrapped in the wings of angels, looking for a soul to save. Come collapse into my fable, fly away with me, I'll spin you tales. A pretty pipe dream, whatever you need, I'll light up your world to be your pixie dream girl. A male fantasy with a touch of crazy, I'll change my whole world to be your pixie dream girl. Implications, I fall from grace to keep you in my orbit. I'm giving all my power away. Even the brightest stars are unstable. Why'd I shed my wings to be your cradle? A pretty pipe dream, whatever you need, I'll light up your world to be your pixie dream girl. A male fantasy with a touch of crazy, I'll change my whole world. Your manic pixie, your manic pixie, your manic, manic girl. I give you everything I want back. I give you everything I want back. I give you everything I want back. I think it's time I stop with that. 'Cause now I've come to understand a Peter Pan's a middleman. I'm bored with all this Neverland. It's time to cut the middleman. A pretty pipe dream, whatever I need. I'll light up the world. I'm not your manic pixie dream girl, your male fantasy. And hell, yeah, I'm crazy. Won't change my whole world. Not your manic pixie dream girl. Let's go on to the disappointing hipster. Let's go back. Let's go back to that guy. All right. How's everyone doing? Is everyone okay? Okay, thanks. Was that like musical vibes? Was it giving musical vibes? Okay, awesome. That's good. Thanks. Okay, see, like when I sing it, I picture a stage with like people doing theatrical stuff. Thanks. Okay. Yes, just like Pink. She always does that. Yeah, the pixie dream girl. Great. Thanks, guys. So next, we're going to slow it down again before things get too cheery. Oh yeah, where is it? Where's the book? So I already mentioned before the ceramicist. I'm not going to give many details about him because this is Canggu and people know each other. But back to the ceramicist. He was like as if I typed into AI, this is my type, and then AI generated him. Like, wow. It was really, really crazy. And then the best part, though, was he was actually a really good listener. And he was really, really good at validating my feelings. Like, I could really go to him, and he would make me feel seen and heard. Whereas the relationship that I had just came out of, that was definitely like a sticky spot for us. I felt like I couldn't express my negative emotions without being told, like, oh, just go take a rest, or oh, just go lie down, or it just like, the contrast was just insane. So this guy also knew that I liked poetry. And one day, he was like, hey there, girl, me. He was like, I have this book of poetry that's just sitting at my house. Do you want it? I don't really know what to do with it. And I was like, oh, I mean, so thoughtful of you. Sure. So he brought me the book, and here we have it. Here we have it, and as you can see, it's been damaged. It's been damaged beyond repair. He was British. Damaged. And he said to me, just so you know, my dog took a bite out of it, but you can have it. You can just keep it. What a loser, right? But a cute loser. So anyway, at my last performance at Voices Unleashed, I brought the book as proof because I like to bring proof, like artifacts from the past. This would go in my museum. And at the end of the night, Carol asked me, oh, can I have the book? And I was like, please take it. But then I asked her to bring it tonight because it's a very important prop, okay? But I wrote a little note to Carol on the inside. It says, Carol, never judge a man by his words, Sydney. Judge him by his actions, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go right into the song. It's called Disappointing Hipster. I also wish him well, by the way. Like, I don't have any hard feelings toward this person. I was, 100% delusional. So, here we go. You lent me a book of poetry. You said my dog chewed it up a bit. Apologies. Oh, what a bait to put on your line. You said, actually, I never read it, but I didn't mind. You collect vintage pajama sets. Silk and satin is what you wear to bed. Oh, you said, go ahead, pick one you like. Actually, I didn't wear it long, but I didn't mind. No, not at that time. Oh, why'd you have to make me feel so seen? All those times we couldn't stop laughing. I thought, hey, someone gets me. I heard you move 5 minutes down the street, but I still haven't heard a peep. I thought we were friends at least. At least. But some attention is cheap. La la la, la la la, la la la. You called me from the London Tube. It'd been weeks since I heard from you. Said you'd bring me back crumpets and tea. But your charm was lost on me. On me. Why'd you have to make me feel so seen? All those times we couldn't stop laughing. I thought, hey, someone gets me. I heard you moved 5 minutes down the street, but I still haven't heard a peep. I thought we were friends at least. Why'd you have to make me feel so seen? All those times we couldn't stop laughing. I thought, hey, someone gets me. And I still got that book of poetry. Yeah, that one you didn't even read, reminding me at least. At least some attention is cheap. La la la, 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 la la la. Guys, and I was like such a loser. I literally like annotated the poems because I thought, oh, I'll give it back to him someday and he'll be like, oh, she's so smart. Anyway, Carol, come get your prize. This was back when I had a taste for the toxic. I can say that now I'm perfect, I'm healed, and thank you. But the best part about the toxic is you just never know what you're gonna get. Like some days are really sweet, some days are a little bit spicy, some days are really sour, and some days, actually most days, you end up feeling very bitter. So on that note, we're gonna take a little intermission from men, and we're gonna go to a family-related story. I wanna share this poem that I wrote. I would love to stand. This story/poem is called Aunt Alice's China. And I would say I'm not going to do it as Lady Shambleton because I have never practiced that. But I'm just going to go right into it. Today, I found the china set that Great Aunt Alice gave my mother. It was stacked on the tippy-top shelf of a kitchen cabinet, dust-covered, tucked away in the children's disarray, safe from the clutches of you klutzes, my mother would say. Now, 29 years old, I roll my eyes at her mistrust, drag over a stool and wobble on up. A teacup I snatch with a saucer to match. Both are the color of cream, with soft pink roses and dainty leaves. Next, I rinse off the dirt and dust from, well, all the years of being hidden from us. Then I pour myself a cup of coffee? Yes, coffee would do. And finally, I waddle to the back porch to join my parents and their muggy brews. My mom gaped and did a double take when she noticed the teacup shake in my hands, the seismic waves of coffee nearly spilling on my chair. My chair, what are you doing there? Said Catherine. Geez, please take care. Don't you dare spill on my nice chair, and that cup is piping hot. Please use a coaster, or have you forgot that's the table I just bought? I take a breath and weigh my response. To be an asshole when I remind her I'm an adult or not. Instead, I take the classy route. As I bring the cup to my mouth, extending my pinky from the golden handle in silent defiance of this scandal. My mother continues to frown, and I see the discomfort in her creased brow. I hope you washed it first, her lips purse. And may I ask for what reason you chose to dig out my china today? I simply shrug and smile, because even though I'm no longer her wild child, I am still a guest in this house. You see, my family was reared on routines. There is comfort in the neat white plates, bowls, and mugs we've used for as far back as I can think. We know their weight, their hardiness, and their places on the table, how they clink when stacked in the sink, always stable. We have laughed, fought, cried, and prayed over each piece. Then we'd wash them, dry them, and stack them in the cupboard where we could easily reach until the next day when we'd argue on cue, hey, it's your turn to set the table. No, I did it yesterday, it's you. For the past 10 years, I fell away from these plain dishes and plates. I exchanged their sturdiness for clean slates, far away. I clinked glasses with strangers and shouted, "Salud!" I dined in castles with 3 forks to my left and to my right 2 spoons. I ate rice with my bare hands and added too much sugar to my tea, never mind it being laced with an ant colony. And that's so fine and dandy to me, the wild child who always dreamed of a life outside of routine, more than white plates and plain mugs of coffee and whatever else Kentucky could offer me. I do love my family and the home given to me, so I choose to follow their rules and keep the peace. After all, I'm only here for a few weeks. Then suddenly, coffee splatters as pieces shatter. What the hell is the matter with you, said Catherine. Sorry, Aunt Alice. Sorry, nice chair. I guess my mom was right to put her china way up there. Thanks. So while I'm on the topic of family, I would love to share this next song with you guys. And actually, Pietro, thank you so much, because literally today I sent him the song and I was like, I don't know what these chords are. Can you tell me? And then he sent it back in like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, so this song is called Alaska. I'm not from Alaska. as you maybe heard in that poem, I'm from Kentucky, and Kentucky is in the southeast of the United States. Culturally, it's very southern, very southern. And I'm from the city, but my mom is from this super small town. So my mom has the country accent. She'll be like, "Hey, honey, I need to wash your clothes. Can you bring down your wash and I'll do the laundry for you? And hey, are you coming to church tomorrow? We're heading down at 9 o'clock, and then we're going to go to a barbecue afterwards." And I'm kidding. She doesn't actually do that, but not to that extent. But my mom's from this super small town, like 500 people, okay? It's a river town. And her mom, my grandmother, literally like never left the town. Born and raised there, married there, settled down there, had kids there, didn't leave. Except once. One time she took a trip with her siblings. They rented an RV and they drove to Alaska. And it was like the highlight of her life. Like, she used to tell stories about it. And she always told me, "Oh, Sydney, I just wish I could have traveled more, but you know, your grandpa, he really needs me, you know, so I can't travel, I can't leave him, but really one day you need to travel, you need to see the world." And I was thinking about her, and when I wrote the song, Alaska. Another thing I need to talk about related to this song. How many of y'all in here are American? Are there any more Americans in here? Ben, hey. Ben. Ben, and hey, yeah, of course. Okay, so in America we have quarters, 25 cents, and there's a special collection of state quarters. So every state has its own quarter with a design on it that's related to that state. Like on Kentucky's quarter, there's a horse because we're a country and we do horse racing and stuff. So when they first released these quarters, the rumor was if you collected all 50, the collection would be worth something someday. So I remember my grandma giving me this map of the United States where you could put a quarter on each state. And I would go visit her every now and again from the city. And she'd be like, "Oh, while I haven't seen you, I collected all these quarters for you." And it was like our thing. It's cute. So now that you know that all those background details, I'm going to play the song. Okay, here we go. They say those coins for 50 states ought to be worth a lot someday. She kept the coins but needed change. She kept the coins but needed change. Change, she needed change. She was stuck in her small town lane, never drove on new roads paved. She put the quarters in a vase, drew Alaska and sealed her fate. Fate, she sealed her fate. Change of extraordinary magnitude, the change that only Alaska can do. She changed by the mountains, she changed by the moon. Alaska's all she held on to. Alaska's all she held on to. She came back home to small town ways, gave me the coin, Alaska State. Said it'd be worth a lot someday to see the world and feel the change. Change, to feel the change. Now I don't live in the 50 states, drive the left side down the highway. Got different coins, but I hear her say, see the world and feel the change. Change, to feel the change. Change of extraordinary magnitude, the change that only Alaska can do. She changed by the mountains, she changed by the moon. Alaska's all she held on to. Alaska's all she held on to. Change of extraordinary magnitude, the change that only Alaska can do. She changed by the mountains, she changed by the moon. Alaska Alaska's all she held on to. Alaska's all she held on to. Ooh, ooh, oh my gosh. Thanks. That was like my first time singing that with the piano. Honestly, though, it sounds really good on guitar because it comes out more country. It's like, I feel like it's not captured in the piano, but the guitar version's really like, trying to. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, so that was our intermission from boys. We're gonna get back to boys. Okay, next I want to sing this song called Coffee Cup. Yeah, I'm gonna whip out the ukulele for that in like 2 minutes. First, I will tell the story, if you guys want the story. Okay, we have a new man we're gonna talk about now. Okay. No, not new in my life, but like a different guy than the disappointing hipster. So this guy, this was mid-pandemic. He was a musician. He was a great songwriter. And we were writing songs together. Everything was great. And we were seeing each other very casually. He kind of wanted more, but I was like, no, I'm enjoying the Canggu vibes. This was pandemic time. Everybody remembers, okay? Well, maybe not everybody, but anyway, I was like, no, I just want to like be casual. And then though, he got a girlfriend. And I was like, oh no. It's like really that phrase of like, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Suddenly he had a girlfriend and I was like, oh, I messed up. I should have been with you. And I was so regretful. And this was when I had a taste for the toxic back in the day. Not anymore. But I don't. So he had this new girlfriend, and I knew that she didn't like me. Inga remembers this time of my life. He had this girlfriend. She hated me. She forbade him to see me ever, so our songwriting went out the window. But, you know, I had a little game plan. And I decided that I was going to show up to his gig in Denpasar, and I was going to show up with my little group of friends, and I was going to look good, and I was going to walk right in, and I was going to smoke a cigarette, because I knew that if I smoked a cigarette, he would be like, Sydney's smoking a cigarette? Which is pretty disgusting looking back that I used drugs and like a horrible thing to like just get the attention of this man. Okay, like I'm not proud of this, okay? But I walked in and there he is, the girlfriend's there. And I was like, hey girl, hey. And pulled out my cigarettes and I started smoking and he marched right on over to me and he was like, oh, you're smoking now? What's wrong with you? And I was like, you know me, I'm just such a cool girl now or whatever. It was dumb. It was so dumb. Okay, the night ended horribly. And I actually literally became addicted to cigarettes for a good year. No, like for a solid year, I was smoking cigarettes because I did it to get his attention, which is so bad. Okay, this was my touch of the toxic era. It's over. So the line in this song is, here I am smoking this cigarette just to get a taste of you. Yikes, the desperation. All right, I'm gonna play it now. Hello? Okay. This song is on Spotify, but it's not the ukulele version. So revel in this amazing limited edition version. Is revel a word? Okay. Do 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 do. do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wish you'd clean your coffee cup. I wish that you just grow up. I wish you hadn't had enough. I wish you were my love. I wish you'd toss that cigarette. I wish you'd take back all you said. I wish we could forgive and forget. I wish we could still be friends. Now here I am, full of regret for all I wished on you. Here I am, really upset I didn't see you through. Oh goddamn, here I am, wishing for all of you. Here I am, smoking that cigarette just to get a taste of you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wish you'd come knock at my door and tell your stupid jokes like before. I wish we'd laugh and nothing more. Please come knock at my door. It's time for me to let you go. Wishing for you hurts me though. My final wish is for you to know I'll always love you so. I'll always love you so. Here I am, not full of regret for the love I gave to you. Here I am, I'll never forget we helped each other through. Oh goddamn, here I am, I changed and I grew. Still here I am, smoking that cigarette just to get a taste, just to get a taste, just to get a taste of you. Yay! That's for Graham. Wow. The next song I want to share with you guys is called it's called Love Boat. Love Boat. I wrote this song with that guy, and I dug it out of the archives for you guys tonight. I found a voice memo from January 2021, and I transcribed it for you guys because this is almost like a prequel to my song Box of Memories that comes next, okay? So let's set the scene. It's 2021, me and songwriter Guy. We have this casual thing, but there are feelings. And we wrote this song together called Love Boat. It's about sailing away together and exploring the world and being in love. And it's a beautiful love song, and I'm actually a bit sad that nothing ever came of it because things, I got forbade by the girlfriend, and then things were never the same. But anyway, I think I'll just go ahead and sing it, and I would love to dedicate this song to Irina and her husband, who are celebrating their anniversary tonight. Whoa! But yeah, thank you for spending your anniversary, with me. You're gonna notice that like a certain part I sing lower, and then the next part I sing higher because I'm singing his part, and then like it was a duet, but you know I'm Miss Independent now, so I'm just doing it by myself. You need to believe in my love. My love is pure and free. Right on the same boat, of course. Baby, just you and me. Any day, any time, any strange place we can find. Any day, any time, any strange place we can find, you and I. Riding on the same boat, but I don't know where we go. You and I will grow old and hands hold when it's cold. Trust me, come with me, I'll take you where we wanna go. Trust me, come with me, I'll take you where we can find home. You need to believe in my love. My love is pure and free. Right on the same boat, of course. Baby, just you and me. Any day, any time, any strange place we can find. Any day, any time, any strange place we can find, you and I. You and I. Are we ready for our second artifact of the night? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a love letter from that man. I'll tell you the story. So, as I told you before, this was peak drama, okay? Peak drama of my entire life. Like, I've never experienced drama like this since, okay? So, as you guys may recall, we were forbidden from seeing each other by the girlfriend, and rightly so, because we had amazing chemistry, and probably that would have been bad. Well, so I was traveling in Bali. I was in Ubud, and suddenly, I was in Ubud, the land of mystery, where all the mystical stuff happens. I was there doing love spells. No, I'm kidding. So suddenly I got a call from my roommate at the time. She goes, "Hey, are you coming home soon? So-and-so's here for you." And I hadn't seen him in like forever. And I was like, "What? What does he want?" Like, She goes, "I don't know, but he's got this letter for you. I'm just going to put it in your room." I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of personal, but it's actually really beautiful and poetic. Hey, love. Long time no see. It's me. Name. Of course. Okay. There is an invisible box somewhere inside my heart, brain, connected to my soul. The box called Me and Sydney box. For months there are many stories, feelings, smiles, cries stored inside. It's locked inside there, and it won't be open until we don't know. I miss you, and I'm wanting to put more stuff inside the box, but I can't. I'm storing a new box now. This box isn't as... Sorry, I think I should stop reading there. But beautiful, right? In a way, like that's kind of beautiful. And, okay, I'll read it. Fine, I'll read it. Fine, if I must. He says, I'm wanting to put more stuff inside. I can't. I'm storing a new box now. This box isn't as pretty as ours, but I'm trying to be a good guy for once in my life. Cute. Let's be peace and love. Someone will take this letter to you. It's your job to just read it. So long, my friend. Always remember this box. It's cute. And then he drew a little picture of the box. It's actually cute. It has like dots and stars on it. So, as you guys know, I have a song called Box of Memories. Wonder what that could be about. And yeah, so as I told you guys, we had this song Love Boat about sailing away together on the boat. So Box of Memories is me replying to that song, saying, get me the fuck off this boat. I don't want to be on this boat anymore, going back and forth, rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is unstable. Take me back to shore. And I'm done with this box of memories. It's going overboard. Sounds depressing when I discuss it now, but it's actually an upbeat song, and you can find it on Spotify. It's actually my most streamed song, and I'm, like, to this day, I love this song. It's, even though the story is, like, full of drama, I don't know, like, what great content, you know? No, seriously, like, anytime something goes wrong in my life, I'm like, love the content, though. Great content. All right, this version is the piano version. I'm gonna go for it. It's called Box of Memories. My nose is a little runny. Okay. Then I have to blow my nose in front of all you guys, and that's weird. Okay, it's fine. I'm good. I've got a daydream where you find me, and you finally look into my eyes. It's been a long time since you've done that. I wonder why. We've got a heavy box of memories. Think I'm ready to throw it overboard. No point in sinking on this sad boat anymore. Oh, I can't wait to see the places I can sail to when I'm free. But got your anchor in deep waves of missing you hit me. Take me back to shore. I'm tired of rocking on this sad boat back and forth. Well, you can find me in your daydreams, 'cause I'm finally moving on from you. Locked up our box and took the key and tossed it into the blue. Oh, I can't wait to see the places I can sail to when I'm free. But got your anchor in deep waves of missing you hit me. Take me back to shore. Tired of rocking on this sad boat. Oh, I can't wait to see the places I can sail to when I'm free. But you won't even look at me. Guess I'm the box of memories going overboard. I'm done with rocking on this sad boat. I'm moving forward. Fading away into the deep, all of our memories I just want to take a moment and say thank you again so much to the Ytsera House for having me tonight. This has been like a dream come true, and thanks everyone for showing up, my amazing support system here in Bali. I really, really have had so much fun with you guys. I have just one more song, and then I'm gonna call it quitskis. And then I would, and then I, thanks. Then I will collectively invite you guys to creep on me after, so you guys can scan this. I thought I'd be fancy and like print a little QR code for you guys, but otherwise you can find all of my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I'll get into that after. Okay, thanks Graham, my agent. Yeah, so the last song, I just released this song actually, end of May. And it was a first for me to work with a different producer besides my ex. And it was a first for me composing the music completely by myself without any interference from other energies. And I do love collaboration, by the way, love that. But it was a momentous thing for me to be able to release a song where I felt super proud of it and I felt like it had exclusively my energy, and I proved to myself that I could do it. And it's called Cherry Pie. This could definitely also be in a musical. Okay, here we go. I think I'm back in my head, January. I picked those loving things you said, like cherries. What I make up in my mind all came to collide. I tell this story one way, you tell another, and I fully take the blame. I'm such a sucker. Said you couldn't let me go. I stretch the words out like dough. No. Cherry pie, losing my mind. Cherry pie, your kiss divine. I blame myself this time, 'cause I love the taste and I can't waste cherry pie. Put me to sleep on the outside of your story, but you're still wide awake in mine. Take territory, 100 kisses on my face. I can't forget 'cause cherries stain. And while it should have come to end in February, I go on back to you again. Oh, I'm very addicted to this fantasy. I'll trade my peace to take a piece of cherry pie, losing my mind. Cherry pie, your kiss divine. I blame myself this time, 'cause I love the taste and I can't waste cherry pie, losing my mind. Cherry pie, your kiss divine. I blame myself this time, 'cause I love the taste and I can't waste cherry pie, losing my mind. Cherry pie, your kiss divine. I blame myself this time, 'cause I love the taste and I can't waste cherry pie, losing my mind. Cherry pie, your kiss divine. I take the blame.
cherry pie. Okay. Oh, guys, I don't know. I'm really happy with what I did, and I I honestly, like, I just want to leave it on that note. Can I?